When working with complex artwork, there will be times when you'll want to remove pieces of artwork temporarily so you can focus on different areas of your artwork. Illustrator makes it easy to do this by allowing you to hide and show artwork selectively. Let me show you how to do this in Illustrator CS6. I'm beginning this video with the showhide.ai file already open on my computer, and I'm going to focus in on the area of the right ear of the koala. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to focus on some of this detail that's in here. But if I click on this object with my selection tool, it's kind of in the way right now. So what I want to do is I'd like to hide this temporarily. So what we could do, one way we can see where this is being used is we can come over here to our layers panel. And if you open up your layers panel so you can see more of the items inside of here, you may need to open up the disclosure triangles within these subcategories. So let me show you how I would do that. I'm going to hold down my Option key on Mac or the Alt key on Windows, and I'm going to click on this topmost disclosure triangle. And that's really going to collapse all of those sublayers. Now you want to make sure that this is still selected, and I'm going to click on the first disclosure triangle. So this pink square that appears to the right of the koala layer is telling me that the selected art is appearing on this layer. Now when I open up that layer, it's now showing me that this artwork is actually on this sublayer, and I can go one step further and it'll tell me that this selected artwork is right here and this is the object. So one way I could hide that object is to simply click on the visibility icon next to that object. So if I turn off the visibility, you'll notice that that part of the artwork gets hidden. Now I haven't removed it, I haven't deleted it at all I've done is hidden the visibility. Because if I click the visibility icon one more time, it's going to show that object. So this is a really easy way that you can hide and show different items. I'm going to click on that again to select it. Now the other thing we can do is we can hide all layers except the current sublayer. So an easy way to do that is if you hold down the Option key on your Mac or Alt key on Windows, we can click on that visibility icon, and that's really going to hide everything but this particular layer. Now in this case it hid everything, so we'll just Alt or Option click on it one more time. Let's do it on this layer. We'll Option click on that layer, and you can see that now it's showing me only the particular layer that's being affected here. So again, we can Alt or Option click on it again and it'll show everything. Now the layers panel is pretty useful, but sometimes you want to be able to hide and show these items without having to drill down into these sublayers. Well, fortunately, Illustrator lets us do that as well. I'm going to go ahead and hide the layers panel, and let's go ahead and zoom in on the right ear of the koala in this case. And what I'm going to do is click on this object to select it. Now you'll notice with that selected, if we go to the Object menu under the Hide submenu, we have a couple of different options. And the one that I use quite often is Hide Selection. And we can see here that the shortcut is Command 3 on Mac or Control 3 on Windows. So if I get out of there and I simply press Command 3 on my keyboard or Control 3, you'll notice it's going to hide that object. Now you can keep going here. You can click on the next object and do a Command 3. And you can just keep hiding these elements until you've hidden all the components that you want to hide temporarily so you can focus on different areas. And we can see now that we're down to this basic overall shape. I'll zoom out so we can see this. Now we're down to the basic background shape. We can hide that too as well. Every time we press Command 3, we're hiding a different element. Now to get everything back, we just go to the Object menu and choose Show All. You can see the shortcut is Command Option 3. So we'll choose that option and that'll show everything on our screen again. Then I'll just click out here on my canvas to deselect everything. Now the other thing we can do, if we select one of these elements, we can go to Object Hide. We can hide all the artwork above this element. So if I choose that, it's going to hide any artwork that appears above this one in the stacking order. So we'll go ahead and go to Object Show All. What we can also do is click on this element, or any element for that matter, and we can choose Object Hide and choose Other Layers. And that's going to hide any layer except the one that has the object that I'm selected on. Once again, I can go to Object and choose Show All, and that'll return all of my artwork back to its original state. I'm just going to press Command 0 on Mac or Control 0 on Windows So when you're working with complex artwork, remember that you can easily hide portions of your artwork so you can focus on specific areas. Remember, however, to show all when you're finished so that all of your artwork appears as you expect it to.